Get those crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country.
What happened? Lost my sound. Boy, howdy, shit.
Can't afford
Woo! How y'all doing today, baby?
bureaucracy.
I hope you're doing well, baby. We got a family here. Man, I'm telling you.
If we do
Get back up here.
nothing,
No, baby. Nothing's not an option. No.
our hope floats away.
That's the voice of John Lawrence. And very talented individual out in Florida. I am just so indebted to him for the music that he provides in his voice. I saw his video he did
And
about a Blue Dot in Texas,
in November,
in this Blue Dot family. And when I listened to it, I was just so proud. John Lawrence, if you're out there, brother, thank you so much. I love you, brother. Please take care of yourself. We need your voice out here. Anyway, how in the hell y'all doing, baby? I hope y'all are doing fine. Woo, baby. Cloudy day down here. Sun never did make it out. But you try to walk around with the sun in your heart, baby. It's the best we can do. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig. Rockport. No shit. I gave Randy a call. I hope you got my message, brother. Yeah, Randy's going to make a move, baby. Guess who's getting a new Blue Dot in Texas down here? That's right. I'm looking forward to the move, Randy. I'm looking forward to it. Dwayne Dwizzle is here. Brandon Johnson. Bart Larson is here. Jeanette Miller. Charles Stokel all the way from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And let me see. Jeanette's here twice. Left the room, came right back in. Mega Wet Willie, thank you for being here. Dorothy Tyndall. Virginia Woodley, thank you for being here, darling. Virginia uses her voice, and we appreciate her all the time, baby. Deborah Douglas is here. Let me see. Bruce Preston, Nancy Halverson, Michael Johnson. Let me see. BW is here. James Cooper's with us. Hey, Miss Linda, a.k.a. Mary Ellen. How are you doing, darling? Let me see. Who else is in here? That smart-ass squaw's in here. Karen Van Wyk, bring it on, she says. Let's get after it. All right, Lorraine Barrett, thank you for being here. Let me jump on down here, find out where we are. Okay, Nina Valdez, thank you for being here. Jay Clayton, where's a great afternoon out boating and sun. No shit, man, I like that life they're living down there. Bonnie Madrigal, thank you very much for. Anyway, how in the hell are y'all doing? Boy, howdy shit. First, right off the bat, let me explain the slings and arrows I have to suffer to do this show. I'm telling you, man, I'm in almost I'm going into track 9, track 8 or chapter 8, whatever you want to call it, of Bob Woodward's book. Was over an hour long, and my God, to follow this book, if you have the audio book and you're listening to it, good luck. This guy will take you out in so many tangents. There's only one common theme throughout the whole freaking book that I can see, and that is Donnie is the greatest person that ever walked the face of the earth. God wasn't down here, so he don't count, but Jesus was. He's over that shit. He's better than anybody, people are saying. People are saying, if you don't believe him, look at the crowd. Somebody get the pictures. Bring the pictures in here so Bob can see the crowd. It is just a constant jumble of shit that he just keeps his mouth running. I'm getting somewhere with this now. You know, let me jump right to it. It was noticed on the news this morning that Donnie is talking among certain people about who might his campaign manager be. Oh, no shit. Wow. Getting ready to make an announcement, are we? Give a little hint here as to where you want to go. I know where he's going. I saw his ass rally down here in Robstown. The same bullshit that he's been preaching about how he won the race and all that. Well, guess what? We got 30-some-odd damn Republicans running. None of them believe in the fucking race. They're all going to get cheated. And if every one of them don't win, every one of them's going to bellyache. And Donnie is waiting for that one chance, baby, to gather those voices after the midterms, because we know the storm is coming. You can see it on the freaking radar. Democrats, the mere fact that we have so many people coming out in early voting is an indication of the power of this midterm. And I think it's going to swing in the Democrats' favor, baby. But whether we win or lose is besides the point. Is about what the storm, what that radar shows out there, baby. Those clouds are gathering. And every one of those Republicans that lose, because you know there might be a few, well, they're going to start bellyaching. They're going to start hollering. They're going to start screaming. Are you shitting me? If Carrie Lake out there in Arizona loses, my God, she's going to open the floodgates to that shit. And guess who's going to be right there to gather those voices up and to urge them on and to make it more of a movement again? We already saw the game plan on January 6th. January 6th only comes around once every 4 years. I know it's on the calendar, but it counts every 4 years. And he's planning for that day. If they don't win, he's setting the stage for round 2, baby. And we can't emphasize enough, you know, especially with it being in the news about Hitler. Hell, Hitler tried the first time in 1922 didn't succeed. It wasn't until 1933 that Hitler made his move and became what we see in history. Some people are very knowledgeable of that. Ask Ye or whatever his name is. He's evidently a quite big fan of Hitler. Anyway, that storm that's gathering, baby, we're the bulwark for that. We are the ones that are going to have to take that. This is we all have to be in this fight. This election is so important to all of us, to this country, to our society itself, to democracy itself. We all have to be in this fight. We don't really have a choice. Will everybody be on the front line? I'm afraid not, baby. So those of us that are stepping up, baby, we have to make it count. We have to encourage others around us to be in this fight, to be in that trench, baby. Everybody on the line. Nobody stays in the bunker. That's what I used to say. Well, this time it's the same thing. We can't afford to let anybody sit back and just wait, because the storm is too obvious. We're gonna go through these midterms and hopefully, looking good, that we're gonna retain the House and we're gonna retain the Senate and pick up seats. That's what I hope. But I want to be prepared for if we don't and what's going to happen. But I also want to be prepared for what would if we do and what's going to happen. And we all need to be braced for that. But in the meantime, we got life to live. And speaking of that, before I get started, I look up and there's Carolyn and John Majesco right there. The reason I led into that is because I got a letter from them. And thank you very much, Caroline and John. And man, that's it. I'm enjoying your letter so much, and it's like a love affair. I'm enjoying it very much. But Carolyn wrote after a story about her life experiences in the world of the airline industry, and she is a very powerful union worker and a powerful voice for workers' rights. And I am impressed with her resume. But it's what she wrote here. I want to take a minute, and please bear with me. It's only a paragraph here that I want to read, because I think it's essential. This is life. And she's describing the story that she just had to go through. And it's a personal story and a powerful one, no less. But she says, this is life with its ups and downs, fighting for your rights if you have the stomach for it. We must fight for as long as it takes. I am still fighting and will fight until my last breath. My vote counts and my voice is powerful. It is the same for all people. This fight, I'm sorry, this fight for me as a human being, a woman, and a person with a heart, and never end. Apparently, there are plenty of monsters to slay and evil to combat. I wish it wasn't this way, but that is not reality. I am so thankful to have a good teacher and mentor in John, and she's not talking about me, by the way. She's talking about her husband, and I tend to agree with her greatly. I trust him with my life, and he has always had my back. I think that is why we are both so appreciative for your platform. Anyway, it goes on to say some nice shit about me. But she's right that life is going to give us ups and downs, baby. It's going to knock us in the teeth. We're going to be medically challenged. We're going to be financially challenged. We're going to have so many shit come in our life that we're going to have to deal with. And we're going to deal with it. We're going to make it through it one way or the other. We always have. Adapt, overcome, move forward. That's the only choice any of us have. But it's how we make that walk, baby. It's not only standing up for yourself, but at those around you. Anyway, Caroline, I was so impressed with your letter. The stories, my God, I can only imagine. By the way, Mama's enjoying this too, but I want you to know that. But I want to thank you for your voice and your story. Anyway, let's see who's down here in the audience. Before I'm going to bring Bill up here in just a second. Bill, just hold on. I want to introduce the family to somebody. Let's see if we can do this right, Joe. And Joe is a friend of mine, and he lives about 20 miles away from me. There he is. Joe, are you with us?
How you doing, John?
I am.
First of all, I want to say I'm so proud to be a Blue Dot member of the family, and I also want to say that I'm going to be positive about this.
Good.
When the Republicans lose, it's going to be a hurricane.
Yep.
It's going to be a hurricane of tears.
It's going to be a storm, brother.
Yes, sir. And one thing we can do is just take a page out of Donnie's little deal. Let's nuke them.
Just nuke them. That's the answer. We are. We're going to nuke them in the ballot box, baby. And I think that's what we're. I think it. Didn't you just tell me where you went? It was packed.
It was packed.
Yes.
I mean, I was so proud. I was smiling from ear to ear.
There you go. The same way with me when I went to go vote. There was a line there. And I talked to Barbara Canales' mother. She was there holding a sign up for her daughter. And I stopped and talked to her for a little while. And she said the day before was even more. The first day of voting was just overwhelming, they said. So, we're looking at a big blue wave coming up, baby, I think. But Joe, I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad we made it into the blue room, or into the live room, and we got you in here. So hold on to your britches, buddy, if you're in here for the conversation, because it's fixing to get started. But before we do,
I tell you, I pushed every button I could.
We finally got him in here last night. We was testing it, and when we did, everybody popped in the room, and we had a great visit with a lot of people. So thank goodness for that. Before we get started, let me thank Mark Perkins, who came in with a $5 donation. Thank you, Mark. And said, I am a lighthouse. I will protect my island at all costs. Keep up the good work, John. That's what we all are, baby. We're the lighthouse around our area, baby. You got to protect what we have. And in some cases, that's not easy to do. Sometimes the waters around your lighthouse can be pretty rough. But you face the storm, baby. It's the only thing you do. You can't turn away from it. It'll wash you, baby. Turn your bow into it. It's the only way the ship keeps moving forward. Bill Jones, how are you, my friend?
My friend, I am tired, but I am well. How are you doing?
Doing well. Looking forward to this fight, baby. I'm in it. I'm ready to rock and roll.
I'm going to give you a little give the Blue Dot family a little, even though we talked on chat in the Blue Room the other day.
Yeah.
I haven't been on the show in a while, but
let's give the whole family that benefit.
Yeah, give the family an update here on I'm in one of the those of you who know me, I've been a Blue Dot member since early 2017. And
Indeed.
I
Thank you.
work hard at the helping the blue team out. And for the last week, I work all the time on Terry Beasley's committee and the local Democratic Party.
It never ends,
For the
Bill.
last week, we've had early voting since last Thursday, and for some that I need the Blue Dot family to hear, and I know it's happening in lots and lots of states, but I live in a red state, much like Texas, Florida. All of you who live in red states, you know the deal.
Right.
I have worked 3 presidential elections and 3 midterm elections since 2010.
Outstanding.
I've never seen early turnout in midterms like this ever.
Yep.
Ever. It is every day. We've been transporting people. You know, we had that battle with the Republicans the last 2 years. Finally went to Supreme Court.
Right.
We won the deal. They did their gerrymandering. We got to go 6 or 7 miles to vote instead of 1 mile, but we got 2 weeks of early voting, and we got to be able to take people to the polls and that kind of stuff. So, and we've been shuffling vans. I drive 2 to 4 hours, 5 of the last 7 days. And personally, I have transported 137 people.
Outstanding,
to the polls,
Bill.
and returned them to the car. Well, when you add my whole team, that's about 2,000. So we have 24 vans rotating.
That is outstanding.
Yeah. Let me give you a little brief synopsis, a couple little numbers compared to the last midterm, 2018, and this is through Wednesday. We haven't got yesterday or through Tuesday. We haven't got yesterday's numbers or today's numbers. This is the first 4 days. We are up across the board 39% in early voting since 2018.
Wow.
That's
a lot, Bill.
There's only one demographic that dropped a little bit, but here's the one that'll for you. The smallest demographic in terms of turnout has always been the young people. Everybody knows that. The young guys don't show up. You ready for their increase? I hope you're all sitting down.
What's up, Bill? Hit us with it.
114% increase since 2018.
Ooh, shit. 114% increase. That's more than doubling.
Yeah, they doubled it and added 14%. Just for giggles.
That is just fantastic news, and I think that's across the country, baby. I think we're going to see. I think so, and us in Georgia and Virginia, we did a 3-state thing where back in mid-late summer, July, I think, the end of July, we made a deal we put a lot of effort into canvassing college campuses in the Carolinas, in Georgia, and in Virginia. And I think it paid dividends. And there's a lot of those gray hairs like you and me standing in line. The seniors here really turning out. I've seen that myself.
It was so nice to see all these young future Blue Dots stand in line to vote. I just tickled to death.
Excuse me, Bill.
Anyway, that's it. We're doing good. Everybody's doing good. I see the numbers picking up after the first few days for Texas. So Monday was a little slow in some areas. Before the last 2 days, you guys have been kicking butt down there.
It has. I passed by there today, and they are still out there cranking.
I just saw the numbers from Harris County and Dallas County, which I think are 2 of the largest counties in Texas. But their numbers are looking real good. Yeah. They're cranking them out. So
besides, even with the voter intimidation that's going on with people hanging around drop-off boxes and stuff like that.
There's a lot of news happening, and I'll drop one more thing. My news item of the day, of course, I'm going to pick something obscure. There's a lot of good news out there today. Johnny's screwed. The Congress is getting his taxes and all that other stuff. There's a lot of good things happening.
Right. The
big news is today that's probably on the back page. I'm an old snooper and pooper. Worked a lot of these years in Intel, as most of you guys know.
Yeah, you have a keen interest in finding shit out.
There's a
Out of habit.
group up in there's several in D.C. Called watchdog groups, and one of the largest is a group called CREW, and that stands for Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington. CREW.
I have heard of them.
They've been around for a long time. They've uncovered a lot of things. They were even involved way back in Watergate.
Yeah.
They're the ones that find out which one of those people up there are criminals, and they go after them.
Who's just playing the game ethics and who's living them?
Yep. They today they petitioned the House and Senate Judiciary Committee to investigate the Thomas family, Clarence and Jenny Thomas.
Well, somebody. I'm just saying. Somebody ought to take a look.
And I believe it finally hit YouTube about an hour ago. I had this information. It's about 8:15 this morning. But yeah, CREW has turned it over to the House Judiciary Committee, and the House, not only the House Judiciary Committee, but the Senate Judiciary Committee as well.
Well, you know,
the
Ways and Means Committee today got their I think it's the Ways and Means. You got Donnie's taxes. Got the taxes. They're gonna within a week they will have Donnie's taxes. Which now the question is whether Donnie's going to try to run to the Supreme Court and get that blocked, because he has a habit of doing that.
But they already kicked that back, John. You remember back about 3 months ago, he went to the Supreme Court, and what the Supreme Court did is they kicked it back down and said, no, you got to go through the appellate, and today was the appellate court's ruling.
Let's see if he goes back to the court. I think he's going to take another shot at the court, just to delay.
I think it's a done deal.
Yeah, I think it's going
to
end up
disagree with you, my friend, but
there's something else that happened today to him. Oh, did you hear Joe Biden's speech today, by the way?
I did not. I heard his speech from the day before yesterday, but I didn't hear anything today.
I was pumped up. I was in my truck going to get hay, and I was listening to him, and it just fired me up. Gave a great speech today on the future.
Yeah.
But to get to that future, we got to get through this midterm. So, babe, everybody get involved in that.
A few weeks, I have been a Dark Brandon fan. He is knocking it out of the park, buddy.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep this game going. Yes, he is. And I was proud of the way he was speaking.
I will let you. You got a house full of people who want to come in and talk. And
all righty. Well, Bill, we appreciate the hell you coming by. Anytime you come by, we enjoy the information that you feed, buddy, and we just appreciate you so much being out there.
Once this thing is done here, this election, I may have an announcement to make, or may. I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to do. I'm awful tempted to do something, so I'll make a decision and let my family members know what the hell I'm going to do.
If it's a big thing, Bill, you know that you have the backing of this family.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Well, you guys are my brothers and sisters. You know that.
We love you, Bill, and we appreciate you so much. Let us know if you make any big decisions there.
Yep, we'll do. Well, one of the small decisions I'm going to make is I'm going to get my ass down to Texas and visit a few friends I have down there.
Hey, we're working on that, brother. We are starting to put the wheels in motion, or the thoughts in motion, to get something going here, to get everybody together. What was that about jalapeno poppers? Really? You're making jalapeno poppers right here in front of me. Good God almighty, are you shitting me? Anyway, Bill, we love you, and thanks again for coming by, brother.
Yeah, no worries, guys. You be safe, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.
Right, take care of yourself.
And one last thing, everybody in the Blue Dot family, if you're listening, I know y'all got smartphones, and I know you got computers.
Yeah, I got all of
do
it.
A quick little, do a quick little 3 or 4 word text to everybody. Do a mass text to everybody in your phone. Don't forget to vote.
Don't forget to
vote.
Simple words.
Don't forget to vote. Yeah, just remind everybody you know.
Just a friendly reminder. That's all it is.
That's it. We got another week. Another week and change early voting. So let's do this. We're going to turn some red states blue, guys. Let's go.
Thank you, Bill. We'll talk to you later, brother.
You got it, buddy. All right, bye.
Take care of yourself. Bernadette, how are you, darling?
I'm good.
Are you? I like that attitude.
I've already voted.
Oh, me too. Doesn't it give you a good feeling?
Yes, it does. You know, it's done. It's out of the way. I'm encouraging others to go out there and do that thing. We got 11 days, you guys.
I know it.
11 days to November.
We're going to see, baby, what happens in this country. And I'm pumped up.
I'm excited because I've been watching Beto run around.
Oh.
You know, he's got a bunch of little shorts. He's going from site to site all over Texas. And he is out there with the kids. The kids are
love
excited.
The way he
He's got
does
them
this.
excited. I'm excited. The kids are out there.
If Beto O'Rourke doesn't excite you, you're not fired up, baby.
Something's wrong.
Yeah,
Something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Good.
Is that SC?
That is me.
It is SC, by the way.
That is SC.
Yeah.
I know my SC when I hear him.
I know it's a very distinctive voice. We love it.
Hey,
SC.
you know, y'all talk about Beto. It pumps me up too. Like I say, I follow him on Twitter, Instagram. He goes live about 3 or 4 times a day.
He is a man of the people. I
yeah.
swear. If you want to call anybody a man of the people, there's Beto.
Hey, there he is.
Because that's who he's out there talking to.
God, I wish I could vote for him. But you know what? Maybe one day I'll get a chance to do that.
Hey, there you go. There's lots of room in Texas, baby. We ain't half full. Are you shitting me? Have you seen West Texas? Empty, brother. Yep. Nobody out there. We could make it better. We could fill that shit up. I know we can. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Randy Peterson. I got a message from him. He sent me a little thing. He's already got the place down here in Rockport, Texas, already picked out, and I'm looking forward to having that Blue Dot move down here. And
right on.
Randy's
right
a kick in the butt, man. He's always active and stuff, and just
Blue
generally
pig.
cheerful. And I like that in somebody, you know.
Yes.
Looking for that upbeat, you know, the rainbow or whatever the fuck it is that we're all looking for.
We need to go fishing.
Yes. If we could just find a place, damn, you know, that was comfortable and had water nearby. Shit, I'll try to look someplace. Are you shitting me?
Ran like in the backyard of somebody's house.
Somebody's house has some water next to it. I would love to. I'm afraid my wife would kill me. I don't think that has not crossed our mind, though, is to have that. But that is a discussion that would have to be between me and Mama and nobody else. Not even a local official, not even a local politician. It would just have to be me and Mama. I'm referencing Dr. Oz's comment to the only people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Anyway, man, we're getting so close, and I feel good. I feel like we're going to have a large turnout, and I think, you know, it's going to break records, and that just makes me so hopeful. Because, like I always say, if we vote, we win. If Democrats vote, we win. That's it. Just got to get everybody out to vote, and we're in good shape. And I'm feeling good.
Right on.
But
I'm excited. I'm excited, and I can't wait. To be honest with you, I really can't wait for this shit to be over with. I want the Republicans crushed, and so they just shut the fuck up for 2.5 seconds.
What'd you say?
Just shut the fuck up.
That's the wrong one. Oh.
I just need you to
Shut the fuck up, 'cause nobody asked you, bitch. I just need to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I love that music because I just want to play it so loud right in front of Mar-a-Lago. So shut the fuck up, bitch. Anyway, damn it. Oh, see, I get so much into that tune that I had a thought in my head, and now it's gone because I was too busy dancing. And
I was looking for my Zoot suit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always snapping my fingers when it comes on.
I love that tune. I could dance to it in a heartbeat. Are you shitting me? Do a little swing out there.
I want Herschel Walker to sit down and go the fuck away.
Shut up.
And,
Sit down. Shut up.
And deal with all these fucking abortion and babies
God,
you got out
another
there,
one.
dude.
How many Hershey's Kisses is there? You know, it's.
Jeez.
You know. But they don't care. They don't give a shit about his integrity, his morality, anything.
John. They have no integrity.
No.
They don't give a fuck about morals. They
Nothing.
want the
It's
seat.
all a facade. Is what it is. You know?
Oh, you know, I'm
It's
done with
frustrating.
Kanye's dumbass.
Oh,
He need to go
please.
fuck up too. And, you know, take Candace, little Miss Anti-Black Candy with you.
Hey.
Okay?
Hey,
I'm done with her.
Oh wait, no, I'm fixing to fire you up again. Did you hear the story? The rumor of who Donnie might pick as his running mate if he
Oh
decides.
God! You know what, John?
Holy
I'm gonna tell
shit.
you right now. If you bitch, I'm leaving.
You know, I'm telling you, it makes sense. Think about it. You know,
They're both idiots.
They're both idiots. They're both loudmouth and willing to say anything, lie about anything, just make a big freaking show of it. And if you haven't guessed who we're talking about, it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Are you shitting me? Donnie is entertaining the thought of picking her instead of Mike Pence. I can't understand that.
I will guarantee you, if he picks her, there ain't no way in hell they will win. This country, it would be on fire.
I think so, but if he did, play this out, and she wins, and she's vice for. Who do you think is going to make the call next time on January 6th? Marjorie Taylor
think
Greene.
about this. Think about this. That twit would be a heartbeat away.
Think about that.
From the presidency.
She's too damn close as it is right now.
That Democrats would let that shit happen. Remember Sarah Palin?
Yes.
She's from my back porch.
Yes.
Remember her?
But remember how many people liked her? They liked her because she was, Darren Holmesy.
And they give Little Miss Three Letters a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
However, if you want to see this country in an uproar, and I mean, I will organize rallies in the fucking street every goddamn day.
You know, if that happens, I'm in there.
And then I'm moving.
Well, you know, I think she put out a video today. I didn't even listen to it because I don't even need to listen to her dumbass. But talking about as soon as they win the Senate or whatever back, that Joe Biden's done. They're gonna have him. They're gonna hang him up to dry. He's all this. You know, like I said, I didn't even listen to it. All I had to do, it's like I say with a lot of things. All I have to do is just read the headline. I don't even have to listen to the people talk. All I have to do is just read the headline. Yeah. And you know, and remember, you know, Palin's what was the end of John McCain, and I can't remember the guy's name. He's part of the Lincoln Project, and I can't remember his name right now. God,
you're not talking about what's her name's husband. What's her name's husband?
No, not Conway, but he was the campaign manager for John McCain, and he knew as soon as he picked Palin, he's like, "This is over with." It's like, wow, I can't think of his name right now.
That woman.
God.
You know, she was a prime example of what was to come with Donnie. Somebody who runs not on facts and figures or any resemblance of a platform. They just play it by ear. And, or as Donnie would put it, and he does constantly in this book, he uses his instinct. Whatever that situation may arise, whether it be talking to Kim Jong-un in North Korea, or Putin, or anybody else, he plays it all by his instinct. The CIA, the FBI, they're all dumbasses. They don't know half as much as Donnie knows.
It's Steve Schmidt.
From his mouth.
That's who it was. Steve Schmidt.
Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Schmidt. Yeah,
Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was McCain's campaign manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's in with do that on
the Lincoln Project. He
the
started
Lincoln Project. That's right. Yeah.
The Lincoln Project.
Thank you.
I don't know if he's still with them, but
I think he is.
No, I don't.
I don't know that he is.
He used to tweet. He used to tweet a lot, and I don't see that much from him no more. I think I seen something about a week ago from him because he doesn't just tweet one thing. He breaks it down into a whole bunch of shit. You know, where it's like first message, second message. But yeah, he has. I think he might have left the Lincoln Project.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Well, let's welcome Candy into the conversation. Candy, are you with us?
Oh, I am.
How are you doing there?
Oh, I'm doing pretty goddamn good up here in Iceberg Alley.
Whoa, Iceberg Alley. Oh, that's right. All of a sudden it dawned on me where you are.
Yes, boy. Yeah, anyway, it's
you're up in Canada, right?
68 degrees.
Oh.
I'm up in Newfoundland, boy.
Newfoundland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Candy.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go ahead and keep that up there,
Yeah,
okay?
yep.
Yeah.
But you said it's
Hey,
60
but
something degrees today?
we're a beacon of light, a beacon of light.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
good to hear from you again,
we've been,
darling.
well, I had a pretty shitty summer, but
Oh,
it's all
darling, I'm
good
sorry
now.
to hear
So
that.
all good. Well, that's why I've been away from the fam.
Yeah.
But I do want to let everybody know that we give a shit up here, man.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Right? We're watching everything.
I think
And
the whole
my
world is watching.
neighbors, you know, they're fishermen, and we're all watching what's going on, and it's big.
Good.
Women's rights and going back fucking 50 years. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
rewinding the clock,
it's
baby.
like,
I think they.
yeah.
What was that comment from Tora? They have awoken a sleeping giant.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they woke up the women's vote. They shook the
Well,
bed a little bit and said, "Hey, wake up."
It's
well, I tell you,
scary.
everything that's going on against Biden. Remember that bullshit crap that was going on up here in Canada around can I swear? I won't swear. I'll just
Oh,
say
please.
yeah, the fucking convoy, the
Oh
freedom,
yes,
Yes.
yes,
the
yes, yes.
freedom convoy
Yeah.
up in Ottawa. Now they're trying to nail Trudeau. The amount of hate coming from outside sources to try and destabilize the
Right.
Trudeau government is unbelievable.
More howdy.
Unbelievable. And it's come if you go into Sky News in Australia, which is Fox, it's a Murdoch shit show,
Right.
right? Right?
Go figure.
And it's constant like he's a dictator. He's all like, fuck, give me a break, people. But anyway, as a friend up here and all my neighbors, some of them were Trumpers, and I tried to tell them
Yeah.
before he got elected, like, this guy's an arsehole.
Yeah.
He's been laundering money for 20 years. He's a broke arsehole. Anyway,
most
they're on the
people knew who
program.
he was.
Well, they didn't because they fell for it. But anyway, they're on the on the right path, I guess you could say. Like they're not for it anymore.
Oh.
But we're all watching with bated breath what's going on down there, and it matters a lot to me because I got family in the Rio Grande,
Oh.
and I give a shit about the U.S.
Outstanding. See? Even people around the world give a shit. We all have to give a shit. That's the way
Yes,
it's going
sir.
to end up working if we want a world to live in at all. We all have to give a shit. Everybody here in the United States and Canada.
Hey, it's a small
You know,
world, man.
It is. It's a small world.
And we're all connected, believe
Yes.
it or not.
Oh,
We're all
yeah.
connected. Yeah.
I mean, like we're not even like that old joke, 7 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
Nah,
Uh-uh.
dead a
We're
fucking
not that far
rest.
apart.
We're like 3 degrees, 2
Yeah.
degrees.
And when it comes down to brass tacks, just one or two, baby. You know, we
Yeah,
all want
and
we all
it's,
want to survive this, and so
yeah.
we all have to be concerned about the larger picture of the global concerns in a nuclear age, and we have for years. But now all of a sudden, everybody's going, "Oh shit, my ass is puckering a little bit" because of the news that we hear on TV every day.
We got a fucking big target on our back up here now.
Oh,
on
do
the
you?
Rock.
Ah,
We call it the Rock, by the way.
I recommend Wisconsin.
Newfoundland, we call it the Rock.
Wisconsin seems to be the best place to be. I don't know. It
Well-
shows up on the map as well. Ain't nothing happening there, so let's go there.
Well, I'll tell you one
Except for
thing.
that cold shit. But
Yeah.
I relinquish that title to you. Easily.
Well, actually, we're not cold. We're not cold shit up here.
Oh, yeah?
We just signed a deal with Germany, and we're going to be producing hydrogen
Really?
to send over there. We're going net 100% green, using wind energy,
Outstanding.
and we
Freaking
got to
standing.
start sending it over. Yeah, I know, right? It's fucking awesome, John.
It is.
Because it is, and we have wind, and we got oil too, and we got hydro, but we're going full in green.
Good. I love to hear that. you
And
know,
we gotta start shipping it out in 2024.
it's on the horizon.
Well,
It's
we
on the
have to
horizon.
because what's going on in Ukraine, right?
Right.
They're desperate
The,
for energy, and how do you get around it?
oh,
And here's
the
what I
Nord
can
Stream
tell you
pipeline
guys.
seems to have a leak every once in a while,
Yeah,
mysteriously.
well, we know what that's going on with,
Yeah.
because they did the shit going on up to the
It's a world
Shetlands and
game, baby.
up the
It's not a
Faroe.
local thing. What affects the world market affects your gas tank. It's an easy way
Well,
to think
John,
about it.
you know you're a Navy man, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Semper
you are.
Fidelis,
So
baby.
you've heard of Argentia, right?
A what?
Argentia. There were numerous American bases set up here in Newfoundland during the
Right.
Second World War,
Indeed.
right? And they were air bases. We still have the longest runways in the world up here,
Yes, you do.
which is why Gander was so important for 9/11 and
A
the
lot of
come from away
planes
shit.
landed up there.
But I can tell you that Argentia, deepwater port, so a company which is based upon the locals and a consortium. Anyway, they signed a deal, and we're going to be bringing over wind turbines, shipping them into Newfoundland. Right, they're going to be produced in the U.S. or produced in Europe,
Right?
and they're going to be shipped down through the eastern seaboard, and they're going to be warehoused here in Newfoundland
I am
as they
so
prep them to
tickled to
get
hear that.
ready.
You know why,
Yeah,
Candace?
it's all good. It's
If
fucking
you drive down
fascinating
here in
and awesome.
Corpus Christi and cross over the harbor bridge and look down,
Mm.
you'll see a beautiful view of Whataburger Field where the Corpus Christi Hooks play. A minor league
Yeah.
team leading up to the Astros, a wonderful team and a great thing for the community. But if you look off to the side of that, what you're going to see is acres
I've
and
seen it.
acres
I've
of
seen
wind
it. I've
turbines.
seen it.
You know, the blades, the tubes, everything stacked up there and ready to go. I have them. I can't see them from my window because there's trees in the way. Not like Sarah Palin.
Well,
But
trees are
yeah,
good.
if I drive to the end of the road and look down, then yeah, there's a wind farm not too far from my house. I enjoy seeing it all the time. It just makes me feel good every time I see it. So,
Everywhere
Get
you
your TV
look.
in. Does your TV work?
oh, yeah, well, you know, except for all these dead birds flying around. You know, you just see them
Well, of
zipping right
course,
through the
right?
air. They got hit by a blade. There's like a baseball. It just, yeah, it
Fucking
happens all
laugh,
the time
right?
around here. You were going to say something there, Joe?
Yeah, I was just saying that if you're up there on the Harbor Bridge, you look around, you see all those at night. You'll see all those
Yes.
beautiful red blinking lights.
All blinking at the
Looks
same
like
time.
Christmas.
All
Yep,
blinking
looks
at
like
the
Christmas.
Hundreds of them out there. Yeah, it looks
Well,
beautiful
you know
at
what
night.
that is? That's a gift.
It is, baby. And
It's
it
an
makes me
energy
feel good
gift.
the more and more I see it. Because they're not aesthetically bad. They, especially out in these fields, and it's
Well,
not
for
impacting
fuck's
the
sake,
farmer that much. He's still down there growing
In
his crop.
Holland,
And he's
that's
making
how
money.
generated-
He's making money too. I
right,
wish
in Holland,
they'd
that's how
stick
they
one on my
generated
property.
energy.
It is.
Mm.
Well, look at there. Kelly K.
Remember,
Duncan just said they're building a solar farm 2 miles away from her house. It's the future.
Awesome.
It has to be. Any
Well,
way you
remember
play
when,
this game out in your head.
Remember when Cancun cruised?
Yes.
That
Oh,
fucker.
I'm
Oh
well
my
familiar with
God.
the guy.
He's
I've
so
heard that name.
hated in Canada. Like, I wished we could put a ban on him ever coming over the border.
Hey, y'all
but
send
we
him
can't.
down here. He was up there.
No,
we had him
didn't.
up
His
there.
parents moved and took him.
I-
They dragged him down.
No. Anyway,
But trust me, he's hated up here. But
I
it's,
wish we could
you know,
send him
when
somewhere.
that fucking storm hit
They don't
last
like
year,
they don't
my
like him up there in
niece-
New York.
They don't
no,
like
he's
him
hated
anywhere.
everywhere.
He is the most
Anyway.
hated senator in the Senate. Nobody, even the
Yeah, I got-
Republicans, don't like Ted Cruz.
No,
They
I
avoid
got
him.
two
And yeah.
I got 2 middle fingers for him.
Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah,
That's called.
I
you know,
did love
Anyway,
the way he was introduced to the ball game the other day down there in New
I
York.
know.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, my niece down in Harlingen stuck a bunch, and her husband's a vet, John.
See, I
He
know,
works. He works
I
at.
know you
He
know
works at
South
the
Texas
VA
if you know where
hospital down there in
Harlingen is.
Harlingen. Yeah,
Oh,
and
good. So you might come down.
anyway, they put a bunch of solar panels on their house. They took advantage of a program, and when the ice
Indeed.
storm hit,
Another one of those things
they were
Biden did.
able. Yeah, they were able to power 5 houses around them.
Boy, howdy. Go
Through it.
figure.
Wow.
Go figure.
Yeah,
You know,
awesome.
it's a touchy game because, well, I was going to say the powers that be would like, the fossil industry would love to see what the continued use of fossil fuels to provide the majority of energy to our country, but have no doubt that will eventually run out. It is a finite resource. It's going to run out. The more it gets closer to running out, the more it's going to cost us. So we need to face these challenges, not only as a country, but as a world. And so I'm glad to hear Newfoundland up there doing that. I'm tickled to death to see them down the road from me. They have
Andy, are you gonna visit?
I've been, the last one I was back in Texas was 6 years ago.
well, now that's
Right?
just
And
too
I
long.
don't want to go back. I don't
How
wanna-
long has it
I
been
miss
since you
my
had a big
sister and my
bolus?
fam and my kids down there, but I'm through this shit show and
I
through
had
COVID and
this.
stuff. I don't want to fly down.
I had this whole conversation with my kids. They said, "Dad, what y'all need to do as a group down here in Texas? You need to get." Oh man, Kickback. No, what's her name? Oh man, there's a lady on YouTube. Kickback. Holy shit! I am so sorry. Y'all know who Texas Paul is?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Texas
Loves 'em.
Paul, and there's a
Loves
lady
steak
here
and
in
loves
Texas, and I'm
fucking
embarrassed because I love this lady. As a matter of fact, I just wrote on one
She's
of
good.
Yeah,
She's really
the
good.
blonde-headed
I can't
lady?
remember her name.
yeah, Knockback Texas. Doggone it! It just bothers me. Wait a minute, where's the Twitter? And that bothers me because somebody always says the Twitter.
She
No, the
fucking lays
TikTok.
it out like
Yes, she does.
Katie out of California.
No, it's not
Katie
there.
Porter.
Yeah, Katie Porter's a rock star, and that lady in Texas is just as good. She's very
Oh,
crystallized.
she's excellent. I love her. I love her take on. Oh man, come on.
She's awesome.
What if I hit this button? Will it tell me? Snap back now. On TikTok,
Back
if you go look at Snap Back Now.
Too
Uh,
funny.
Oh,
That's
she
her
is
name.
just
Too
wonderful.
goddamn
She's got a
funny.
great delivery. She's knowledgeable. As a matter of fact, one of her last TikTok videos I saw, the header down there was saying, "I and millions more cannot afford a $400 increase in your rent." Now, what have I talked about? Like my house payment recently went up $400. That's the average rate increase across the United States on housing, whether it be a mortgage or a rental. Somehow it all works out to be, well, you go $400. It's like, and she talks about that, but she is a great orator. I just love her take on everything, just about. And
Well, you know what's causing the shit in the rental market and the mortgage market, right?
anyway, I was
Right?
thinking,
It's like
my kids were
they're
telling me,
coming in, John. They've been coming in through anywhere outside the cities,
Mm.
and then you got the REITs, right? We call them REITs up here, and this is a sort of I'm gonna call them a glam shell of shit that come in because it's money
are you talking?
that comes in. They'll buy up neighborhoods.
Oh, good old capitalism, baby.
Right? There's
works.
a shortage of housing up here, shortage of rental properties. If it's not Airbnb, it's owned by a REIT.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
Boy,
Right?
howdy.
And we've just had 3 plane loads come in here to St. John's of Ukrainians. And we're not flying our planes out empty to get more. We're flying them out with uh, stuff for children, stuff for the hospitals
heart,
over
baby.
there.
Bless y'all's
Yeah,
heart.
yeah. Well, we do our best.
You
We're
know,
a small
it's
group.
easier
We're
to
only
be somebody who gives a shit and cares about humanity than it is to be somebody who would rather piss on humanity. You know, if I have to make
well.
my
That's the
choices, baby.
GOP or the GOP, right?
Huh? Yes. Yes.
That yeah,
Republican
they
Party,
don't
they kind
stand
of
for
turned
anything.
this.
They
No.
stand against.
They have a lot of flag waving, but that's about all the patriotic shit they have. Just the optics of, you know, eagles flying by or some bullshit. You can already see the facade. It's just this typical thing with Herschel Walker going on. They don't give a shit about it. The integrity of anybody. Look at Lauren Boebert or Marjorie Taylor. You know, it's not about integrity. It's if you can make a big enough voice and scream loud enough. Anyway, no, I was talking to my wife earlier. My kids was trying to tell me you need to get that snapback now, lady, snapback now in Texas Fall, and me and meet over in a state park local around here, and have somebody we know cook barbecue, and invite.
You got it.
Who might that be? Man, I want people to know this. When y'all talk about barbecuing and Joe talks about barbecuing, that's different things. Joe's barbecue rig is on a trailer, and it's a pretty good sized trailer, and that's a pretty good sized pit. And I got news for y'all people. He knows what he's doing with it. And, yeah. So, yeah, we
I
could
bet
do
her
that.
mama cracked the whip.
Yeah, Mama cracked her. I seen the whole setup. I mean, it's not only a barbecue pit. He's got the grill thing going on. It doesn't matter if he's going to cook bacon or bacon and eggs or brisket and ribs. He'd have the capacity. Anyway, I'm really impressed because I'm a welder. I've built shit before, and whoever put that together is a good rig. That's a nice rig.
It took years.
Family, forgive me. I don't like Texas bourbon.
Hey! There'll be no blasphemy in this house. Thy God will smite thee down. Don't talk about Texas barbecue,
I'm
baby.
smoked, boy. I'm smoked. I've been smoked.
I will, smart-ass squaw. Thank you for asking. He is doing fine. Wrapped up. They're not even here right now. I think he's fixing to take a job, and which Travis really likes working for himself. But you know, the economy the way it is, he might. I don't know. We're going to wait and see what happens. You know, I'm glad to have both my kids around me. I can't tell you how thankful I am for that, especially where we live and the situation in life now. I'm glad to have my kids near.
Yes.
So did any of y'all see the Charlie Chris Ron DeSantis debate?
I
Y'all
did
see
not.
any,
I did
oh,
not.
it was,
Tell me about it though.
oh, it's
Give me the
happy to see
highlights.
on that one.
well, it's just DeSantis. He couldn't say shit. He couldn't say shit. I mean, it wasn't like the media how he could just, you know, come off across, you know. He couldn't do it in the debate what he does with the media, and he couldn't figure out shit to say. And he set up there with all these.
I understand he wouldn't commit. He wouldn't commit to serving out the full 4 terms as governor.
Yeah. And it's just a couple.
Well, then what are you saying? Because think about it.
Yeah.
See if he runs for president, the next 2 years he's not going to be too concerned with governing in the state of Florida.
No, he'd have to campaign.
Yeah,
He'd have to
exactly.
be out on the campaign trail, and that means you're governor, but you're not running your state.
Yeah,
You're not
and you
there
know,
to do the job.
Ask Sarah Palin how that works.
Yeah, and then Chris came out a couple days later saying, "Hey, you know, if you feel like answering these questions, there's still time. You want to have another debate? I'm happy to have all the debates." But he ain't answered back that. And then I seen just a little bit ago that apparently Clarence Thomas and DeSantis had a little secret meeting the day before all the Roe versus Wade stuff come back
Really?
into play. Yeah. So I'm waiting to see the story on that, but it's from a reliable source. But apparently they had a little secret meeting between the two of them the day before all that went down.
We need to add more judges.
Yes, there needs to be
I
more
agree, Joe.
added
Yeah.
to the court. Did y'all see what happened today with Donnie's lawyers? Where they were?
2 hours.
And,
Yeah, for 2 hours in there. something was going on. His legal team showed up in Washington D.C. at the federal court, and into the not the documents case. This is on the January 6th. They don't know. We don't know. I'm sorry, where he went. They know what building he went into. We know, what room he went into. That's about it.
It's called
Somebody
TV
help me, because
only, John.
I'm trying to remember.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Donnie's lawyers today. Donnie's attorneys, the
I
ones
think
that
they
are.
were trying to make a deal.
I think the court they went into, they're suspecting has more to do with the January 6th grand jury.
Grand jury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not so much the Mar-a-Lago case, which these lawyers, and it getting out there. Okay, maybe it does have something with Mar-a-Lago, because I heard somebody talking about they could have been in there because obviously there are still documents missing. And what do we do now? Do we raid Bedminster? Do we raid his other golf courses, his other properties?
Excuse me.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
not raid.